They say forgiveness is freedom. But if you've carried invisible wounds, and people called you too sensitive, if your pain lasted longer than they thought it should, and they said you were dramatic or broken, if you spoke your truth and were told to just let it go, then you already know. Forgiveness isn't that simple. You are not weak because you still hurt. Your soul is simply searching for truth. And that truth isn't found in pretending to be okay. In our modern world, forgiveness is deeply misunderstood. We're told it's about letting go, as if emotions can be dropped like a heavy bag. But forgiveness isn't denial. And it isn't about making others comfortable. It's a slow, honest process that begins with one thing: facing what actually happened. Many of us were taught to forgive too soon. In families, religions, and even self-help spaces, we're told, good people forgive quickly. But true forgiveness can't exist without truth. Pain must be seen and honored before it can be released. As Nietzsche said, nothing is more false than forgiveness that hides resentment. And Carl Jung reminded us, what we refuse to face doesn't disappear. It becomes our shadow. That's why so many think they've forgiven, yet still feel numb, bitter, or exhausted inside. That's not peace. That's suppression wearing a mask. Forgiveness also isn't reconciliation. You don't need the person who hurt you to apologize. And you don't have to let them back into your life. Forgiveness can happen alone. In quiet moments. When you reclaim your story from pain's hands. Sometimes the most honest act is to say, I'm not ready to forgive yet. That's not hatred. That's integrity. Even anger has its sacred role. It shows you where your boundaries were crossed, where your soul says no more. Real forgiveness isn't the first step toward healing. It's the last. It arrives when the wound has been seen, felt, and understood. When you no longer carry it as a weapon, but as wisdom. Forgiveness isn't about forgetting. It's remembering so deeply that the story no longer controls you. And that is true freedom.